call to tell you that I work for Spike TV.
Yeah?
And I can't tell you what capacity. But you were fired by TNA Wrestling, correct?
Yes.
Well, there's some rumblings around here about that because the executives at Spike, a guy named Kevin Kay, did not like it.
Did not like me?
No, he liked you, and he liked the cross promotion because TNA is the lowest rated show on Spike.
Right.
So he felt like your cross promotion might bring that up and bring the network up in the cable ratings.
Oh, so what's the guy's name? Kevin who?
Kevin Kay, he's the president of Spike TV. Him and another man named John Griffin
Right.
are quite upset that you were fired.
Well, but I mean, the way I was told, in the letter that I got and the explanation that I got from Dixie, who fired me from her attorney, was that, in the midst of advertiser reaction and in the midst of answering to a board, that, they have zero tolerance for racial sensitivity. And the bottom line is, which that in itself is problematic because I wasn't being racial.
Well, what, be that as it may, Dixie doesn't sell and TNA doesn't sell the advertising. Spike does.
Right.
I know that for a fact, and I'll just leave it at that.
Right. Now, so you're saying that, well, I've known all along that she just made this decision based on a knee-jerk, reading internet Mark Webb's dirt sheets and blogs and Awesome Kong organized a big anti-tweet deal against me to her, calling me racial. That's where she made the decision. But, I mean, you're saying now, you claim, I don't know this to be true, that you work for Spike TV and that these guys named Kevin or somebody else, they're pissed about it?
Yeah, John Griffin, he is basically in charge of television programming on Spike.
Right.
Went to Kevin Kay and was really upset that you were fired because nobody at Spike approved it.
But I mean, I'm not an employee of Spike. I'm an employee of Dixie. But I guess at the end of the day, I mean, if they really feel adamant about something, she probably should have checked. But I mean, well, especially if she's going to use, in my opinion, sir, if she's going to use, I have to answer to the advertisers and I have to answer to, at the end of the day, it's kind of a lie.
Well, and I think that she made that decision. This is just my opinion. She just made that decision and then later came up with the reasons for it because Spike TV really, when you look at the cable ratings as a network, these come up, and they thought that this could be a shot in the arm getting all this exposure on your show.
Wow. So, I mean, are those two dudes that you mentioned, Kevin and Jim, or whatever the hell names have they had any discussions about maybe talking to Dixie about this?
I don't know about talking to Dixie, but there's rumblings around here. That's all I can tell you. The guy, anybody can look it up. His name is John Griffin, and he's in charge of programming on Spike. And Kevin Kay is the highest entity at Spike, and he only answers to people at Viacom.
Wow. Well, it sounds like it sounds like you might know what you're talking about, but I wish that one of these people would call Dixie out and say, stop knee jerking. I mean, they got the Black Pope. They got Black Machismo. They got a black gay character that puts, men, looks like, men's milk that is supposed to be, men's sperm. They got interracial, dating and I mean, hey, I don't want to cause no problems because I got so many friends that work there. And this is, at the end of the day, if anything happens, it's going to affect the boys. And I just want to trot away quietly, and I don't want, sir, I can't help who calls me, and you obviously called me, but I don't know if I want to press this any further. Screw Dixie and screw, some of the overthinkers over there, but God bless the boys, and it gives them an outlet to work. But I knew all along that she did this on her own. Sir, I don't know if you know what a mark is, but she's a mark, and she makes her decisions based on following marks, and, she should make her decisions based on business. She's got some good people over there, Terry Taylor, Hogan, Bischoff, Russo, Devon, Bubba Dudley, part of the booking crew. She's got some very talented guys. She needs to let those guys book, and she needs to take her pretty ass out of there, and just, this can be her little toy that her daddy bought, and she needs to let the guys that have been in the business for a while control their destiny, and not her. Anyway, I don't know if you know anything about that, but I'm probably getting off on a tangent. But anyway, sir, thank you, and, do you think that at the end of the day, this Kevin Costner, what's his name?
It's Kevin Kay.
You think this Kevin Kay may call her out on the carpet over it?
Well, yes, because they're concerned with one thing, because you got to remember, Spike runs one shows like, Mansers and Deadliest Warrior, where they show you how to kill people, so controversy is not beyond them.
Right.
Well, all they care about is what is the ratings and what they're selling ads for, if you know what I'm saying. You're in radio, and the people that I deal with is how much they get for their advertising.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So at the end of the day, man, when she said she fired me because of possible advertiser reaction, there was no advertiser reaction. We hadn't even been on we didn't even do this on TV.
No, because Spike TV, like for instance, we run Real Life Cops Uncut, highly rated show.
Right.
There's a lot of controversial stuff in that.
Right.
It's Vice things.
Right.
So controversy is not something that Spike that we shy away from.
So when she says, possible advertiser reaction, that's not her. She doesn't make a determination. Spike's the one that sells the ads. She doesn't.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah, I mean, so if Spike TV would have called and said, "Hey, man, you need to get rid of you need to get rid of Bubba because he's racially insensitive," and we could, we've had A, B, C, and D client-wise. So you're saying that indeed didn't happen. She overstepped her boundaries. I mean, I hope she can't get fired, but I hope this Kevin Costner dude or whatever gets on her a little bit.
Well, Kevin K, is the ultimate decision maker on what shows stay on and what shows go. And if there's a show with low enough ratings, then it goes. That's just the bottom line.
So are you saying that TNA might be on the chopping block?
Any show that's low rated is on the chopping block. That's just the way it is in TV. You know how it is. I mean, look at Jay Leno.
Yeah. All right. Jim, Fred, John, whatever your name is, man. Thank you, so. Thank you. I think.
Take it easy, Bubba. I just wanted to let you know that everybody at Spike didn't really have a problem with what you did.
Thank you, buddy. Now, Spice, if nobody at the network's got a problem with me, how can she? I mean, I know at the end of the day it's because she pays me, but I mean, and she's going to use, possible advertiser reaction / that. I think it just solidifies the knee-jerk reaction. The decision that she made while not consoling anybody.
Yeah, I mean, I agree, but I think you just said it best. It's like, okay, well, she pays you, so she feels as though she's going to, trump everybody by pulling that card.
Little does she know. What if they're having secret meetings behind her back, unbeknownst to her about, low ratings and getting rid of them?
Then Vince McMahon comes in and buys them for $1.
I want you. Hey, let me do some words so I'm not way late so I can have Tucker and do a long sweep with him and close the show. Can we do that?
Yeah, we can do that.
Cool.